What's up, everybody? Welcome to Podcast Now Plus. I'm Alex, and in this video, I want to talk about a very interesting Banjo-Kazooie rumor. And let me just start out by saying, you all know, right? I'm the conductor of this Sly Cooper train. Give me my freaking series of my childhood back. And, we have this kind of mutual back and forth thing on social media. Some of the community members talking about, well, Banjo and even Jack and Daxter, right? And, okay, well, who's going to get their loved franchise from their childhood back? And it seems like you sick Banjo-Kazooie fans are going to beat me to it. And I say that with all the love possible. I say that with a lot of respect, and ultimately a lot of jokes, right? I'm kidding. But ultimately, if this thing is real, you sick fans, you're going to get your series back before I get mine. So I expect double the participation in my Sly Cooper ideology. I need it because, okay, you're going to get yours. Well, I need mine now. So, okay, well, what do we have? Well, we actually have from a pretty good insider. This guy's normally plugged in with his stuff, and people are making jokes like, well, do we trust somebody with this name? Nate Drake, okay? And his icon is literally Nathan Drake. So you could say, is it a PlayStation, spy, planted in to give Xbots or Xbox people? Is it to give them hope? No, ultimately, this is a person I think is pretty dialed in, pretty plugged in. And what he says is that this game has been in the works, and this game was actually greenlit just this past year. So here's the post. What happened to that Banjo game? Canceled, I guess. And he says it's still an active project, but it didn't get the green light until early last year. There's a lot to do, and development can change a lot. Abandoned ideas, internal reboots, etc. You go back to the Phil Spencer, line that, quote, whatever you want to call it, from not long ago, very recently. And he says, like, Banjo fans, I hear you. And I think that's massive. And I think maybe we talked about that in separate videos all on its own, right? When you have somebody that high up, I mean, there's nobody higher, right, than Phil Spencer. When he gives you a bone like that, you take it. You say, okay, this guy is hinting at something, right? You don't have an executive, a person that can make that many decisions, say something like that, hinting at it. And I think it is a hint, right? Saying you hear it. Again, that would be much like me. I know Jim Ryan's on his way out, but the next person that's running PlayStation, right? And if they say, hey, Sly fans, I know you've had a rough time. I get it. I hear you. That is immediately a sign that you don't say that to rub it in their face. You don't say that to then have 5 more years of nothing, right? You say that to literally say, we hear you. We know you want it. And guess what? Wink, wink, we're making it. That's why you say it. So I would say that was already enough. Now you have an insider. And he's already talked about this. There were rumors of a Banjo game for a while. Like for the last probably year plus, there's been rumors. So I would take it as, yeah, I think it's going to happen. And I'll just, let me throw in, I'm doing this simply as like a news thing, right? Kind of keeping you guys informed. I've never played one of these games. I'm like these people that I see online, again, to bring back Sly Cooper. I'm one of these people that say, Alex, I respect what you're going for to get Sly back. I've never played one. I'm that for Banjo. I've seen it. I have Game Pass, all that jazz. I see all these Banjo games on there. I've never touched it. I did like Tack and the Power of... Does anybody remember that game? I actually really didn't like those games. My dad bought them for me, but I played those. I played the Spyros of the world. I played Crash Bandicoot. I played Sly Cooper as I got a little bit older. Those were my games. Jack and Daxter, actually not so much. I did play them, but they were always at like friends' houses. Never really myself. Ratchet and Clank, on and off. Kind of got into that the older I got. This was never one that was on. I hope I'm not forgetting any, by the way, but probably I am. This was never one on my radar. I had never heard of this series for the longest time. Just a few years ago, I probably heard about it for the first time. So, not news part of this video, but from like a personal thing. I hope, again, like a lot of it's joking, right? I'm happy for people that have been asking for this and are probably going to get it, right? That's awesome. That is, like, to see the happiness that I'm sure those people are going to experience is super cool. I want that. I'm envious or jealous, whatever the right term would be. I want that in my own life. But no, this gives me an excuse, actually, to play, whether it's a remaster, this is, or a new game or whatever. This gives me an excuse to, like, try the franchise out. You guys let me know, if this video gets, big enough to kind of spread out there. Should I just play all of them? Is there one that maybe you want me to play more than others? You let me know, and maybe we can do videos on my Back to the Past channel, okay? But good for you people online. I'm happy for you. Let me know what you think. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel, bell icon turned on, and I hope to see you all on the next one.